welcome back to Fox and Friends. This week I had the chance to sit down with 8 incredible women, all of them fellow wives of other top officials serving in President Trump's cabinet. They reflected on the first 10 months of the administration. They shared some insights about their husbands and some of the challenges that they face. Take a look. What has it meant for you and your family to be part of this administration?
It's interesting being on the inside looking out to see how decisions are made and how much can be done and achieved, and you see how they do it. It's pretty fascinating.
Like, would you say it's like you're seeing the sausage being made?
Yeah, I'm seeing the sausage being made. Yes.
Jen, what is the biggest surprise for you?
Well, the biggest surprise for me personally was probably how quickly my family adjusted to it, because it is very different.
You know, I was friends with Jen, long before this happened, Jeanette. She comes from television, but she hadn't had the experience of being a family member inside of government. And you have for a long time. Has that been an advantage to you in some regards?
It has. You know what to expect. You just learn to adapt and just go along with whatever's happening.
What's been most surprising to you?
Well, first and foremost, the most surprising is how well everybody gets along. That to me is great. And I just think, my husband loves what he's doing. I think that's I'm not saying it's surprising, but it's been great.
I love that you say that he loves what he's doing. I think it shows.
Yeah.
I think it really shows. Allison, you are also one of those who came from, outside of government. You're kind of thrust into this. What's been the biggest surprise for you?
Well, my biggest surprise initially was learning Howard was even going into the cabinet. We had talked about, possibly a run for mayor at some point or governor, but we had never discussed the federal government. And I learned about it in my kitchen when his picture came up on the TV screen. There was Howard Lutnick considered a appointee for a cabinet position. So that was definitely surprising.
Catherine, talk to me. You've been First Lady for 8 years. You clearly come with a lot of political experience, but this is different. And so tell me how it's different, how it's changed things for your family.
Right. Well, it's different because it feels like we're all one big team, led by this really incredible leader who's got a lot of courage and it makes very quick decisions. It feels very much like an entrepreneurial environment. And that's not what I experienced in 8 years as First Lady of North Dakota. It just feels so patriotic and it feels so great, I think, for Doug and I to be a part of that and to be a part of, what can be possible and what's happening now.
Robin, you're from Texas, the Dallas area. So tell me about how you and your husband are making this work.
When we first got married, we decided to live by principle. We both are strong believers in Christ, and we set our foundation in Him. And so we learned that if God is first, and then each other, and then our family, then when all of that is strong, then everything else kind of falls in place.
Your husband, Secretary Turner, has become sort of I would say, kind of a pastor of sorts with the cabinet. He leads everyone in prayer. He makes sure that things start with prayer.
Yes, he absolutely loves that. Anytime he gets an opportunity to pray for anyone or just really share his heart and what God has put in his heart, he loves it.
Marlo, tell us about your family. You have 5 children, then they're younger as well, like mine, some of them, and so this is a transition.
Before my husband was in this position, he would pick up the kids on his way home from work, and he helped with a lot of the drop-offs. And now it's kind of like that doesn't happen anymore. And so it has picked up. It's just a little busier. But we love getting to participate in all these things and feel like what my husband is doing is making a difference and really helping Americans and helping American workers. And so we're really happy to support him in that.
So, Lisa, you also came out of the house, just like me and Jeanette. How has that experience for you made this transition easier, or is it just so different?
It's very different for me. Even though Doug's been in political life a long time, I was always teaching and was never part of his life up here. So now that he's in this position and supporting President Trump's agenda and we're helping veterans, I'm up here all the time. We moved up here. I'm involved in other organizations to help veterans and their caregivers, and I feel a part. I don't feel like I'm on the outside looking in. I know what's going on. And our kids are older now, so they understand, and it's a lot easier.
So what would I'm going to start with you, Cheryl, I'll go down the line. If there was one thing about your husband that you wish people would know, what would be it?
That he's funny. I think a lot of people think he's very serious, which of course he does have a very serious side, but he really makes me laugh.
Jen?
I just think that he cares so much, and I think people probably do know that, but that's what it is. He does this only because he cares about the troops and our country, and he starts with God and goes from there to see, to make sure he's doing the right thing.
And Pete's really funny.
He's funny.
Jeanette?
I would say Marco's very funny.
He is.
He's the funniest
very
one.
funny.
He's the funniest.
And he's a great dad. He is God first, his kids, his family, and obviously the job, he finds it to be the most important thing. His job is for his kids.
Yeah.
It is for his family. That's the truth.
Allison?
I would want people to know that how much Howard cares about this job and doing right by America, and I'm really proud to watch that. He's also a wonderful husband, and today we're celebrating our 31-year anniversary.
Congratulations.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Huge achievement. Lisa, what do you want everyone to know about Doug?
He's passionate. Anything that he believes in, it will come out of him rocking back and forth, letting you know exactly how he feels and what he's going to do about it. And then he's got the soft side, if you will, of the loving and caring. You know, let me pray with you. Let me see what I can do to help you. So.
Marlo?
So Jameson is very service-oriented. He served in the military. He was in the first Trump administration. And so I think he just really wants to do what is best for Americans. And I think that is something like that really he tries to reflect through his hard work. And he's very good at doing dishes as well.
Yeah.
He would want everyone to know that.
I think I alluded to it earlier. He's hilarious. Scott is so funny. He has like this country boy kind of charm and humor. It's one of the things that attracted me to him a long time ago. He's also very passionate. I mean, I tell people Scott is passionate about everything. If he has a broom in his hand, he is going to clean the floor like no one else. I mean, everything he does to the 100th degree. So funny and passionate.
Catherine?
Well, I would say that my husband cares very deeply, and he has everybody's birthday in his phone, anniversaries. Like, he remembers all those details and remembers people and sends them texts, and I think everyone in the world has his phone number. But he also is very big on knowing people's high school mascots, which is very interesting. But more than anything, he does believe in service also.
Marla, you said he's great at washing dishes. In our house, Sean is the ironer. I don't like to iron, and for some reason, Sean finds it relaxing, and so he irons in our house. So that's something nobody knows.
That's impressive.
I know.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.